Gilles Dauvé is a French political theorist, schoolteacher, and translator associated with left communism and the contemporary tendency of communization. Biography. In collaboration with other left communists such as François Martin and Carl Niesick, Dauvé has attempted to fuse, critique, and develop different left communist currents, most notably the Italian movement associated with Amedeo Bordiga, German-Dutch Council communism, and the French perspectives associated with socialisme el barbari and the Situationist International. He has focused on theoretical discussions of economic issues concerning the controversial failure of Second International Marxism, the global revolutionary upsurge of the 1960s and its subsequent dissolution, and on developments in global capitalist accumulation and class struggle. Among English-speaking communists and anarchists, Dauvé is best known for his eclipse and re-emergence of the communist movement, first published by Black and Amp, Red Press in 1974, and Critique of the Situationist International, first published in Red Eye, Berkeley, California. An essay from the first pamphlet, and the whole of the second article, were reprinted by Unpopular Books in London as What is Communism and What is Situationism, respectively. In 1987, the first pamphlet was reprinted with a new foreword in 1997 by Antagonism. It includes Dauvé's own translations of two of his articles and one by François Martin, both originally published in Le Mouvement Communiste at the Wayback Machine. These articles develop Bordiga's critique of Second International productivism in light of Marx's writings on formal and real subsumption and the global uprisings of 1968, and revise Bordiga's theory of communization by drawing on Council Communist and Situationist traditions. Dauvé also participated in the journal Le Banquisher, which he edited with Carl Niesick and others from 1983 to 1986. This sought to develop the new communist program suggested in Le Mouvement Communiste, through a critical appraisal of post-1968 radical politics, including situationist and autonomist experiments. It also developed the theory of society's real subsumption into capital. The editors describe their aims and influences in the story of Our Origins at the Wayback Machine. More recently, Dauvé, along with Niesick and others, has published the irregular journal Trop-Plein, featuring articles on the collapse of both Leninist and Keynesian regimes of accumulation and the transition to globalized neoliberal expansion, the Middle Eastern conflicts, September 11th, and the rhetoric and logic of the war on terrorism. Many have been translated into English by Dauvé himself and are archived on the Trop-Plein website. Bibliography. In English, Eclipse and Re-emergence of the Communist Movement, Jean Barrett et François Martin, Black and Amp, Red Press, 1974. Critique of the Situationist International at the Wayback Machine, 1979. The Story of Our Origins at the Wayback Machine, The Perplexities of the Middle Eastern Conflict. Gray, September. Back to the Situationist International. In French, Jean Barrett, Le Mouvement Communiste, Champ Libre, 1972. Jean Barrett, Communisme et Question Russe, La Tête de Feuille, 1972. Jean Barrett, La Gauche Communiste en Allemagne, 1918–1921, Payot, 1976. Jean Barrett, Villain, Contre-Révolution en Espagne, 1936–1939, Paris, U.G.E. 10/18, 1979. Collectif, Libertaires et Ultra-Gauche, Contre le Négationnisme, PREQTF. Gilles Perrault, Il. Tony Johannot. Contributions to Pierre Rabcourt, François-Georges Levaquerie, Serge Quadrupani, Gilles Dauvé, en annexe. Les ennemis de nos ennemis n'y sont pas forcément nos amis. Paris, Reflex, 1996. Gilles Dauvé, Anne-Louis Molly, H.B. Editions, 1997. Gilles Dauvé, Quand Mourant les Insurrections, Adèle, 1999. Denis Orthia, Gilles Dauvé, Ni Parlement ni Syndicats, Les Conseils Ouvriers, Les Minutes Rouges, 2003. Gilles Dauvé, Carl Niesick, Au-delà de démocratie, Harmattan, 2009. Bibliography. Communisme, a question russe. Future antérieur includes the essay Capitalisme et communisme, translated in Eclipse and Re-emergence of the Communist Movement.